This will be a new weekly thing. I'm gonna pick one particular comment every single time, and it'll be Pastor Jay's dick comment of the week.
Engineer, a conscious pioneer, a logic general, a reason brigadier. More bullshit from the pulpit. Meet me in the comment section and you get schooled, bitch. The Godless Engineer.
Today's dick comment comes from the Black Jesus Christ. I'll put that right there so that you guys can only see the penises. Black Jesus Christ, Godless Engineer. Hey, dipshit. He took on her argument, which you blatantly ignored. Now, why don't you go circle jerk with your regressive friends? This is, of course, on Atheism-is-Unstoppable's logical fallacy video. And I have to say that it's really funny how much, like how much the atheist community will suspend their skepticism, will suspend their whole high and mighty ground, you know, when it concerns shit like this. And I have to say, this just makes me laugh my ass off whenever I seriously do have to sit here and chuckle. So, Black Jesus Christ, thank you for making Pastor Jay's dick comment of the week. And just being completely out there. I don't have regressive friends. I have skeptical friends. And I didn't blatantly ignore her argument. I just took on AIU's arguments. Her arguments weren't necessarily the topic of the video. It was his fallacious reasoning. So, there you go. Looks like we got Hector in the comments, as well as David and Lucy, Christina, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here this morning. So let's Pastor Jay's dick comment out the way. Some more. Fifi Man, haven't seen him in the comment section yet, but he might not. You can still go circle jerk all of us. Yes, I can. Okay, so Fifi Man. I have a note on the taking a cat out into the woods and shooting it means psychopath. There's more than one county here in Florida that does not have animal control. People literally do just that. Take cats and dogs out into the woods and shoot them. It is their form of animal control. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but maybe there's other factors involved that we are unaware of. This is on, of course, my thoughts on the WDBJ shooting, and I could see that, but on the same note, that's not why he took it out there. He blatantly explained why he took the cat out, and he pretty much just fucking shot the shit out of it, or not shot the shit out of it, but killed the little fucker, and it's because apparently people were so racially against him or harassing him in a racial manner that made him want to kill a cat. Now, a lot of people like to joke, hey, this makes me want to punch a baby, but they don't go out there and actually punch a fucking baby. So whatever he was experiencing might have made him want to kill a cat, but he still decided to go out there and fucking kill the cat. So that's on him. That's on him. But anyways, but yeah, so I understand that not everybody has animal control or whatnot. Hunting has an animal control aspect to it, which I wholly support. So, shooting cats, yeah, I know. Me personally, I don't think that I could do that to an animal. I can't. But I mean, I guess that's just me. Maybe I'm a pussy. I don't know. Darth Vadim, my good buddy Vadim, the lowly human slave of creationist cat. And this is again on my thoughts on the WDBJ shooting. Is it bad that I'd rather punch a baby than shoot a cat? Darth Vadim, he says, you can't always take the rantings of an obvious lunatic at face value. They might be telling the truth, lying through their teeth, or just straight up delusional. It reminds me of the 9/11 conspiracy theorists who point to Osama bin Laden's first claim that he had nothing to do with 9/11 before he admitted to the attacks, and presume that he must be telling the truth. Really? You're going to take a murderous madman like that at his word? Like I said, maybe everything should be taken at face value, but you don't fucking know. And in spite of that, of the fact that I have my own hunches, I'll take the pronouncement of the trained professionals who have surveyed all the evidence and read the full 23-page manifesto over my opinion, your opinion, and pretty much anyone else's opinion. And he thinks my video was really decent. I would agree. Of course, I'm biased, but he makes a really good thing here. And people might call like appeal to authority on this or appeal to bandwagon or whatever, but this is evidential based authority. If you have evidence to back it up, it really should be. It's not the fact that this person is a professional and therefore, that means that they are correct. It's because they have evidence to support their perception of things or their side of things, and that particular and that particular side of it is validating. So that is what you should really take out of it. Not the fact that a professional said it, but because their evidence supports it, and that's what Vadim is saying here. Next comment is Jeremy. Hey, I hope Jeremy's back. I don't know if he's here yet. Hey there, Hunter. So, Jeremy, given my understanding of the disorders, I'm guessing he was either a sociopath or had BPD. A lot of things point to both. Jeremy's right. A lot of things do point to both. I think that there was a lot of mental issues that Vester Flarphenugean was going through, and he decided to take it out on his co-workers and whatnot. So, I think that is pretty much... I think that is the situation there. I hope that you guys will stick around today. I have an interview with Jeremy over some stuff. It's going to be posting on this channel later on today, so I hope that you'll stick around and you will watch that. It's some really informative and good discussion. So. Next up is Idol Smasher, another atheist defecating from his face. Now, okay, look, the reason why this one didn't get Pastor J's dick comment of the week is because, the Idol Smasher, come on. This is obviously a vigilant Christian, 9/11 Illuminati Matrix truther type person. I don't take. He could say. I don't see this as a particularly great or anything. He's saying I'm talking shit, but this is on my Godless Engineer Debunks Harold Schrodinger's belief in God in 5 minutes or whatnot. So I've been getting a lot of shit comments over that video here recently. I guess somebody must have posted it. Okay, David S. Now, this falls in line with the appeal to authority thing that I was talking about. I hath consulted with PhD professors of ancient history. They say Currier is an idiot. I do believe they are correct. I had a slight conversation with this guy, and I would like to relay that right now, actually. Okay, so I tell him that it's an appeal to authority, and he goes, no shit, Sherlock, that's because I'm not an expert in ancient history. So yes, I check with several that are. Are you an expert in ancient history? If not, then how are you so sure that you can assess whether or not Carrier is sensible in his claims? Seems to me that when we are not experts in things, we kind of need to consult with many that are, and not just one either. One another? I guess. I now lump you into the same category as Carrier, an idiot. Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm I'm an idiot to you. But you definitely, like I said before, you definitely should consult with experts in the field, but it shouldn't be because they're experts. It should be because of their evidence is valid. All he provides here is that he consulted with experts and therefore Carrier is an idiot just because they say he's an idiot. I don't think so. Now, I disagree with Carrier on some of his more feminist stuff, of course, but at the same time, I don't consider Carrier to be an idiot. He's got his own opinions, and I disagree with those opinions. That doesn't mean that he's an idiot. But for you to summarily dismiss the man because a bunch of other people say that he's an idiot without providing good evidence for it, I think that's just ridiculous. You should always look at their evidence and see if it's validating. And I applaud him actually, taking the time and actually going to people and talking to them. But at the same time, it should really be their evidence that he's an idiot rather than just them saying it. Of course, I respond with, because I do have an engineering degree and his methods rely on Bayesian math, dipshit. Yeah, Carrier's methods, as far as history goes, heavily relies on Bayesian analysis, and that has a lot to do with percentages and whatnot, and a lot of kind of hardcore math. And I'm a very big math person, so it was very easy for me to understand Carrier's point of view. And so I'm not the type of person that readily succumbs to confirmation bias. I'm not going to say that I definitely don't succumb to confirmation bias, but I try my best not to, and I feel that approaching it from a mathematical point of view is the most objective way to come about it without inserting any kind of personal biases in there. There's still room for personal biases to be inserted, but I feel like it's minimal if you do it just right, and I feel like Carrier does it right. You're saying that just because other people say he's an asshat means he's an asshat. You need better reasons, numbnuts. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, is that you need better reasons. I'm not saying that you are wrong necessarily. You could be right that he is an asshat, but you need better reasons in order for me to agree with you. So, Mocha Rosary, jump cuts for days. This is on one of my actual older videos, which I have to say, my older videos is just hard for me to watch. I mean, it really is. I feel like I've improved over the past year, and I'm getting better and better. So hopefully that'll be I'll be improving that even more so. Black Jesus Christ. Yep, this F is saying he used ad hominem attack shit, and ad hominem is the act of appealing to someone's prejudice and ignoring the argument. He took her argument on, and this DS only shows you AIU picking on Jacqueline Glenn, of course. This is on my my logical fallacies of atheism is unstoppable. So yeah, I expect to get this kind of rhetoric on there. They were ad homs because he was responding to her stuff and whatnot. So hold on one second. I see some. Yeah, this guy does have a hard on for Devin. And it's really sad. But yeah, let's see, there's that one. It's just ridiculous to say that they weren't ad homs. He was totally setting up the entire thing to do it. Xander, son! Tone it down a little bit, okay? Parador. If anyone states this was about race, and they really have no clue what they're talking about, and definitely not being skeptical. I have to say this is completely true. Yeah, X is really wired this morning. He's playing Goat Simulator and he's making it rain over there. Anyways, so this is on my WDBJ shooting video. Where I said that there's not enough to say if it was racially motivated or not really, but if I had to make a judgment call right now, that it wasn't racially motivated, and apparently that makes me crapping the bed, to put it in a way that I can say it right now. Apparently that's what that means. So, but I agree with Paranor here that you're not being skeptical if you're only taking what was said in his manifesto at face value. If you're doing anything other than that, I mean, like if you're not looking at the entire body of the evidence, then you're succumbing to your own confirmation bias. All right, Pastor Jay's comment of the week, or of the day. If you don't know, this is a new small little segment that I'm doing, where I use this little graphic that Pastor Jay had sent me because he's so sweet. Hey there, Hector. So this week goes to Laura Fielding. Okay, so this first one right here makes me kind of think that he might be a troll, and he's just spouting off rhetoric, trying to be funny or something, right? We don't want to like dirty words led by devil, and you and your atheist followers are it seems. No Christian apologist, scientist, philosopher, etc. never use such a dirty devil words. These shows that all atheists are Satanists. Normally, I would say definite troll, like you know, troll or not a troll, and it's definitely a troll. But then he follows it up with this number, whatever it may be. He is more smarter than you guys. If God is not there, you wouldn't speak right now. This makes me doubt it, just because of the language used. It makes me doubt it because it makes me doubt it because I've seen a lot of Christians use this exact kind of phrasing and speech. So either he's a really good troll and he's really putting it on there, or he's totally I don't know. or he really is just, he's believing every word that he says. I mean, I know that that's not any kind of definite anything, but but yeah, I would say that this definitely earns the dick comment of the week right here. First, let's handle Joe here. Live life. No, they won't, protecting their subscriber base, and they don't want to be deemed a racist. White guilt. This is him responding to somebody talking about how I don't want to call somebody a racist, or whether they be black or white or whatever. Now, yeah, I will definitely call somebody racist. Okay, I mean, if they are indeed racist, but I don't. It's not a bad thing for you to want more information in order to make that determination. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. DTI, he points out the few fragments in the manifesto released by Flanagan about race and whatnot. And he's saying, doesn't this sound a little bit racist to you? Well, yeah, it does, but that's because he's citing what Dylan Roof said. Dylan was a racist. I'm not saying that Flanagan wasn't a racist at all. Saying, me personally, I know that race was a component to the shooting with Flanagan. Was he himself a racist? I'm still a little unsure of that. I know that race did play a part though, and he was spouting off shit to Dylan Roof, who is a racist, and he was citing things that Dylan did. Now, one other thing is that he said that his hollow point bullets have the victim's initials on them. You can't verify that at all. Like, all you have to do is take it at his word. And that's just ridiculous to take a pathological liar who's been known to push off his problems and his shortcomings off on others. HackerHell900. Green texting on YouTube. You really are a stupid-ass neckbeard, aren't you? Actually, the latter is self-evident, and I take back the former being that you aren't stupid by any reasonable approximation. You're just an ass neckbeard then. And yes, I realize this is an ad hom, but I could care less, as stupid people say incorrectly, but in my case, I really could care less. I care a little bit. Apparently, I'm a neckbeard, which, if you can tell, I don't really have all that much hair on my neck, but, you know, fuck me, right? I will say that this particular comment gets the Pastor J dick stamp of approval for the day. Dick comment, in my opinion. Dick. And yeah, that's because Joe in his video said, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make a short video here, but the video's fucking 24 minutes long. It's not short, Joe. So yeah, and I appreciate him saying that I'm not stupid by any reasonable approximation, but that I'm just a neckbeard. Given how vague that is, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by me being just a neckbeard or an ass neckbeard. I guess maybe my face looks like an ass. I don't know. I know neckbeard is generally, you know, a bad thing. And then let's see. I have some fan comments queued up on a separate window, and I was just gonna do kind of like a little rapid fire thing here. McKenna, don't forget the Nimrods that are also comparing her to Rosa Parks. This is the people talking about Kim Davis. That's a Kim Davis video. Yeah, they're comparing her to them, so whatever. I don't see the comparison. I mean, people have said that she's more like Kim Davis is more like the bus driver. So which could be true. I said that she was like an anti Rosa Parks. Like if if there was an anti-universe, then it would be an anti Rosa Parks, because she's standing in the way of quality, like from a governmental standpoint, and she's going to jail for it. So that way. People like Kim Davis and Mike Huckabee feel religious liberty should only exist for Christians. Well, at least the right type of Christians and not those other types of Christians. That's right, because there's only one true version of Christianity, and that's your own personal version of Christianity. Then atheism-is-unstoppable commented, saying I'm a saladless engineer. I don't know what that means. And then Darth Vadim called him a fart face. Good one. Joe, the Holocaust wasn't just an extermination of the Jews. Rom, Gypsies, homosexuals, political Disneyland, people born Disneyland, also killed off by the millions. Of course. But I guess I was taking it as him referencing the Jews specifically, their genocide and whatnot. Of course, they weren't the only ones that took a hit during the Holocaust, but you know, the Holocaust normally specifically applies to Jews. But Hector, apparently I have email. I checked it. That's awesome, Hector, if you happen to be watching this. Come on, John. You know he'd hump her leg if you weren't married. You'd hump her leg. I think he's talking about Kim Davis. Yep, Kim Davis. Number 6, she's in favor of Sharia law. Godless help. These Lana comments are pretty extensive. I don't really want to do it. She's far from being a Rosa Parks. Davis is a bigot who's trying to push her beliefs onto others. Gay marriage isn't harming anybody. Yeah. And then Koss says a bigot, meaning bigot idiot. But yeah, okay, that's enough for comments of the day.